How to identify material types without lab equipment. Imagine holding a piece of metal, plastic, or ceramic and wondering what it really is. No fancy tools. No problem. You can still figure out what kind of material you're dealing with using simple methods. Let's explore some easy ways to identify material types right where you are. Start with how it looks. Check the color and surface. Metals like aluminum are usually light and silver gray, while steel tends to be darker and heavier. Plastics often have a smooth, shiny surface, and ceramics tend to be dull and brittle. Look for any markings or stamps on the material. Sometimes manufacturers include codes or symbols that tell you what it is. Next, try the magnet test. Take a magnet and see if it sticks. Ferromagnetic materials like iron and some steels will attract the magnet. If it doesn't stick, it's likely aluminum, copper, or stainless steel. This simple test quickly narrows down the metal type. Feeling the weight can also give clues. Light materials like plastic or aluminum will feel less heavy compared to steel or brass. If the piece feels surprisingly heavy for its size, it might be a dense metal. If it feels light, it could be plastic or aluminum. You can also test how hard it is. Use a coin or a steel knife to scratch the surface gently. Softer metals like copper and aluminum will scratch easily, while harder metals like steel resist scratches. This helps you understand how resistant the material is to wear and tear. Spark testing is a traditional way to identify metals. Grind a small part of the metal on a grinding wheel and observe the sparks. Bright, long sparks with forked shapes suggest high-carbon steel. Fewer sparks mean it might be a low-carbon steel or another metal. Be cautious with this method and do it in a safe area. For plastics, a burn test can be revealing. Carefully burn a tiny piece and observe the flame color, smell, and residue. Polyethylene burns with a blue flame and drips, while polyvinyl chloride produces a green flame and a sharp odor. Always do this in a well-ventilated space and keep a fire extinguisher nearby. Flexibility and brittleness tests are also helpful. Metals usually bend before breaking, showing ductility. Ceramics and some plastics tend to crack or shatter suddenly when stressed. Watching how the material reacts under pressure can tell you a lot about its internal structure. Knowing these simple tricks helps you understand why a product might fail. For example, mistaking a brittle ceramic for a metal could explain why it shattered on impact. Recognizing the material type can guide you in repairing or replacing parts more effectively. Even without lab tools, these methods give you a good starting point. They're quick, easy, and can save you time and money. By paying attention to appearance, magnetism, weight, scratch resistance, sparks, burn smell, and flexibility, you can identify many common materials right on the spot. This knowledge can help you troubleshoot mechanical issues and make smarter decisions about repairs or replacements.